Well, hi everybody. In this video we're going to create a ray of light styled effect here, and this is something that you'll find in advertisements all over the place. Try to walk through the grocery store without seeing this, or look through a flyer in a magazine on Sundays, or just any magazine really, and you'll see something like this. So the way it starts off here is just create a brand new image, and if you look at this image I have here, it's 600 by 600 pixels, so you want it to be square, and I have it at resolution 72 pixels per inch. Alright, so create a brand new image, don't do anything to it, background layer. Now I have a group already inside here, and this is just going to be an image that I bring in at the end to show you one way to use this, but you'd just be starting off with a background layer. Now you're going to go to your shape tools, okay, over here in the toolbox, and go down to the polygon tool. Once you select the polygon tool, make sure you click on the leftmost icon up here that signifies shape layers. Alright, and then you're going to see you have the ability to change the sides. Let me zoom in so you can see it there. See how you can set the number of sides. You want to set this to 3 because we want to create a triangle. Okay? Alright, so now you're ready, you're set. What you do here is just click on your canvas and just make yourself a triangle. It doesn't really matter how big at this point because we are going to change it. So here's our triangle. Don't worry about color yet either. I'm going to press Command T on the Mac, Control T on the PC, and I'm just going to bring in some of these handles here. I'm going to flip it around so it is exactly the opposite of the way I created it, so the 1 point is at the bottom and the 2 are at the top. And then the last thing would be just bring this guy up so he extends outside of the canvas here, and just try to position this as close to this point being in the middle as you can. There's ways to do it if you want it to be in the exact center. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal, so you don't have to spend a whole lot of time to get it there, but just eyeball it and make sure it looks close. Hit enter or return, so now you have your triangle. Now here's where the magic happens. What we're going to do is duplicate this layer. I'm going to press Command J on the Mac, Control J on the PC, and that makes another copy. And then I'm going to go into Free Transform again. Command T. And that brings up this bounding box. Here's the trick. See this little center point here? Let me zoom in a little closer so you can see it. See that little center point inside the bounding box? What I want to do is drag that downward. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to move it so it's at the very bottom, and it kind of snaps into place there. And then if I hold down the Shift key and just move my cursor outside of that box and I kind of just click over, you could see it moves that triangle, but it moves it based on this being the anchor point. Okay? Hit enter or return. So that's one copy, but now what I need to do is I need to put this, and I need to make this happen all the way around a circle, so it goes in the entire circle here and gives us a ray of light. Now that would be a big pain in the butt if I had to go in and duplicate and rotate every single one. But here's a very, very cool keyboard shortcut. Transform again. So what we've done here is we've transformed something, but what I want to do now is hold down the Command key, Option key, and Shift, and press T. And on the PC that would be Control Alt Shift. So it's basically the whole left side of the keyboard, and then press the letter T, and watch what happens. I get a new copy. So it duplicated it and it rotated it for me. Press T again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, 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 all the way around the circle until you get there. And now it's done. I'm going to press it one more time because if you look at my layers palette, you'll see that the original shape in the middle is on its own layer on the bottom, and I'm missing it on the top, so I'm going to press it one more time so it completes this shape on this layer. Alright, so there's the original. However, if I delete the original, you'll see that I still have a full shape going around. And now you're pretty much done. You can transform this. You can make it smaller. You can make it larger. You can do lots of things with it. Most importantly, though, you can double click on this icon and you can change the color. So let's change this to maybe a light blue color. Something in the lines of right around here I think will work. Even go a little bit lighter. Click OK. And you can see here we have a nice little ray of light effect in the center here. And then finally, the last place that you might want to experiment with this is to put some type of text or a product shot into the middle. And that's where I really see this technique take off, is put something in the middle here and you've got a very, very cool effect that's flexible. You can change the color, you can change the shape, you can change the size, you can do whatever you want because you now have this entire ray of light on its own layer.